in 248, they give us a graph over here on the right. And for A, it says, based on this graph, how many tiles are being added each time? Now, each time means for every one that it changes in the x direction, because the x is the figures, right? So if we were drawing figures, this would be figure 0 right here, right? This would be figure 1, right? 2. So what they're telling us is between any one in the x direction, how many tiles are being added, or what's it changing in the y direction, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a point that I can clearly see on the y. So here's an easy point, right? So this point right there, where it intersects the y-axis, that is at 10, 12, 14, 16, right? So it's at 16, y equals 16 there at x equals 0. Now I can't see, I'm going to follow that line up. The next point I can clearly see is this one, right? Right there. Because I couldn't see when x is 1 because, or sorry, that is when x is 1. So when x is 1 down here, y is at 20, right? So y equals 20. So that means that how many get added every time x changes by 1? We have 20 minus 16, so we get 4, right? So the answer to A would be 4. Now it says how many tiles are in figure 0 for B, right? Now figure 0, we did that. That's this one right here. That's when it crosses the y-axis, and we already determined that that was 16. Now it says write the equation for the tile pattern. So let's not forget for C. The equation of a line is y equals mx plus b. This, for A, they were asking us the slope, and for B, they were really asking us the y-intercept, which is b. So I can write the equation easily. M is 4, and b is 16, and there's the equation of the line for C. And then for D, it says, how would the line change if the pattern grew by 12 tiles each time? So what they're saying is the slope is now 12. So instead of, if the first point was right here, the second for figure 1, it would grow by 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? It would be up here, right? And the line would look like this. So how would the line change? The line would be steeper, right? Steeper. Steeper, S-T-E-E, right? Steeper. So whenever the slope increases, the line gets steeper. Whenever the slope decreases, the line gets less steep or flatter, right? And when the slope becomes negative, which is even reducing more, the line goes downhill, right? So a positive slope would have a line like that, and a negative slope would have a line going downhill from left to right, right?